Well, first of all, what's your name?
Ilaria.
Ilaria, you are very happy, right?
Yeah.
You are a journalist from Venècia, right?
Yeah. I come from Venècia.
From which media?
Bàsquet magazine.
Bàsquet magazine. And that's a magazine? It's a written magazine or?
Yeah, we do have an online presence mainly, but we do have a bi-monthly.
Okay.
Stuff.
Bi-monthly. Okay, yeah, the bimensual, que és la publicació. Do you follow Reina Venècia along all the Europe or just
No,
here?
this one is actually my first.
It's your first travel?
Yeah, usually I do follow them inside the Italian borders.
But you travel...
No, I don't travel with the team.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like freelancing.
Okay. Yeah, can you get...
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Per tant, bueno, so it's your first European travel, and what do you think about...
The Eurocup and Venezia, because usually I do a lot for like EuroLeague.
Okay.
We do have the chance to travel around with our magazine a lot, so I cover a bunch of EuroLeague stuff, mainly with Virtus Bologna.
Yes.
Because I do have a bunch of friends there, so I like to just go around with them as well. And this one was my first Eurocup travel, and especially with Venice, which is my team.
So you travel to cover EuroLeague games?
Not always, but sometimes I do that.
Yeah, but these are like big cities. So
yeah,
what?
I just went in Athens the last month.
Okay.
To see the double week, so I saw Panathinaikos and Olympiacos, and I just like basketball, so I'm trying to do everything.
And what do you think about Manresa? Because this is a really small town.
I came.
Do you stay here?
I'm staying here.
Okay.
I just came a couple hours ago, so I didn't see all the city, but I would say that the first impression is really great because when you arrive, you had the Iglesia.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal, actually. Wonderful.
This is the beauty. I mean, this is the good entrance to the city because there's another that's not so beautiful. Okay.
I don't think I would say that. So yeah, but also
that's good. That's good that you entered from the river. Okay.
Streets and everything, and I think that a city like that. I know you had the university here.
Yes.
And it's more or less slightly bigger.
It's our sponsor. The university, yes. So
know that, but
I'm happy that you said that.
Great.
I will send this clip to our sponsor. Yes.
No, I think it's fun because the city is just slightly bigger than the one I come from.
Yes.
But we don't have university. We don't have all this nice stuff. I come from the province of Venice, so not the actual island of Venice. And it's more like a countryside town. Which here you have a lot of countryside, but you have the mountains. So even visually, the city is really nice, I think.
We tried to explain that, but Venice is a really good team, right?
Yeah, I think that this year is definitely the most important one we have, the best one we had so far. Like in the past years, maybe a game like that, we wouldn't have won by 15 points. What was that?
Yes.
Or even making such big games, I think we have a lot of players that this year are really doing really great. They're giving it all. And Cole, usually we see them in the games. It tends to come out later, so after the break.
Yes.
And he tried to finish the game as he did today, but usually I think this one is the best game he did, 25 points. We have Wilter, and this year is his best year by far. He never missed a game. I think just one, and he did 10 points. So even that is not bad at all. But I would say, that overall, we have a lot of different players that do a lot of different things, and they work really well together. They seem to go along a lot, and this really shows into the game.
Today, we talked with somebody of the team, and I asked for the carnival in Venice because,
now it's carnival in Venice.
Yeah. When did it start the carnival? Last week.
Actually. Yeah.
And for how many days it lasts?
Until the end of the month. Yeah.
But this is a really big party, or what do we have to imagine about the carnival? Mask tourists
like me that don't live in the island.
Yeah.
We try to avoid Venice in this period of time.
Okay.
We don't go to Venice at all.
Okay. So that is a tourist trap.
No, it's pretty nice. It's just that
maybe it's not for locals.
Yeah, you don't have the chance to go to walk around
And what do people do? There are
shows around the city.
Shows.
Yeah, you have a lot of like parades with people on
Great,
the
man.
boats walking.
And people go with masks and...
Yeah, a lot, yeah.
Okay, I thought this was on the films.
At
And
the end of January, they did an event with Bridgerton.
yes?
So in Piazza San Marco, they
Okay.
did like all the presentation for the new season,
Mhm.
which is really fun actually because like the costumes are more or less the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall they start with a big parade on the main canal, Grande,
Yes.
which is called basically they break the Pantegana, which is a big rat,
Mhm.
which you will find a lot in Venice. And it's kind of a fun thing Venetians want to represent themselves and getting back their own city.
Mhm.
Because obviously it's like Venice is a really, I wouldn't say a tourist trap.
Okay, but there are a lot of
Yeah,
tourists.
if you're like a local, it's really hard to always find something really good to like
Yes.
go out and eat or even prices, stuff like that.
But in Venice, there are always tourists, right?
Yeah, you do have a down season usually around.
Yeah, he told me, Carlos, that when like 2 or 3 years ago, that he went after the carnival and was the moment that there were less tourists. He said that. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of depends on the weather. Mostly.
Okay, on the weather.
I
Okay.
would say that the actual down season in January
Okay.
and November mostly.
Okay.
Also, that depends a lot on the weather because you have super like foggy days and you don't see anything. So.
Què vols dir, Carles?
Al mig per no cagar.
Exacte, t'he posat al mig, efectivament. Sí, exacte, efectivament. And just to finish, basketball is an important sport in the region, and what about the fans and the atmosphere of Rainier Venècia?
We have a rather small like arena, just like this.
Yes.
One. So usually you do feel the fans and everything like that. I will say that in the past year, like last year mainly, we did have like a bunch of fights. In Italy, they made a new law for arenas, kind of how fans should stay inside the arenas and everything. So all the arenas, all the fans, they've been like in strike for some days, both in the European Championship and the Italian League. But I will say that in Italy overall, football is really the main sport.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of depends also how good is your team. So basketball is followed, but if there's like a football game in the meanwhile, everyone goes to the football anyway.
Well, it happens also here, but in Manresa, it's like a small oasis because here it's like a religion.
Yeah, I talked to the girl that I stayed in.
Yes.
And she already told me, like, you're staying here for the university. I was like, no, for the baloncesto. And she was like, oh, yeah.
Okay.
So usually in Venice, for example, you won't hear that. Like, I would say that Venetian do stand for both the football. We do have a football team as well in Venetia. And the basketball one. So you have a lot of people going in. But also the football team is in the second league. So it helps a bit.
Okay.
We do have a lot of teams, like I will say, even in Veneto. So we had Treviso right now, which the Polycup was playing for the last year.
Yeah.
And we had the derby with them, but we have Verona, we have a lot of other little towns, even in Friuli. And
so there are teams.
Right now,
okay.
So there's like, I think 4 or 5 teams in the Major League. So we do have a lot of teams. There's a lot of basketball around. It's growing thanks to the national team, I would say, mainly.
Okay.
Because we've been doing really well in the past years. So, but yeah, it's a like mixed feeling, I would say.
Okay, so thank you very much. And let me tell you that it's a pleasure to have local journalists from other parts of Europe staying here in Manresa.
Did they come here? Or?
No, not at all. Carles, quins periodistes han vingut de fora? Maybe the Greek from Thessaloniki, and I think that's all, no, Carles? And also in Spain, there are not a lot of journalists that travel, no, Carles? No hi ha gaires...
It's really famous. Like usually, even fans, you know, that when like you have a lot of really good teams and they win a lot of stuff, but usually you don't find a lot of fans.
Yeah. That's curious.
Ganxo,
Sí?
a Venècia no hi vam anar.
Yeah, we travel with like following the team around all Spain, all Europe, except Venice, because per què? Què va passar?
Ens van canviar l'avió.
Yeah, there was a plane that changed the hour and something like that, delayed, and we didn't come. Yes, and also Israel, no? in Israel. Because it was very difficult, and yes, it was like and that's all. But we always
Maybe
travel.
next year if we're going to play against.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to have you here.
For me, it's actually my first interview. So.
Really? Your first interview?
Yeah.
Mira, la primera entrevista in Elganxo. You are now live on YouTube, Twitch, yeah, on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and I don't know all this. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you.